Let's go, Bijan Robinson. He just got paid a record-breaking deal for a record-breaking running back. Money that is absolutely well-deserved. A smart contract. I am so excited to break it down this morning. Welcome into an at-home edition of Falcons Today, brought to you by Prize Picks. Joe Cronin here. Oh, man, this news broke bright and early. Keep in mind, I'm over in Central Time, so I was like, I'll sleep in a little bit. Camp's later today. Didn't sleep in because when news breaks, we got to talk about it. And that's a reminder to all of you. This is why you subscribe to Falcons Today, because we're going to be the first video content to be talking about breaking news when it happens about the Atlanta Falcons. There's a reason why we say it, because we actually do it. So if you haven't, hit that sub button, because we're talking all things Bijan Robinson. Adam Schefter, he is the one to officially break the news about Bijan Robinson's contract, and the details are as follows. He is signing a 3-year extension worth up to $75 million, which automatically makes him the highest paid running back in NFL history. We knew this was coming. We knew that this contract would make him the highest paid in NFL history, but it's so sweet to actually be able to sit here, say that to you, say it with full confidence, with full honesty. Oh, man, he deserves every penny, and that's why he's getting it. So 3-year deal worth up to $75 million. And this is where Ian Cunningham really cooks right here. And I truly think that he was able to cook a little bit with the way that this deal inevitably got done, because it was with Ian Cunningham and then, of course, the agent of Bijan, Nicole Lynn, working pretty tirelessly to make Bijan the highest paid running back in NFL history. And so what happens is Bijan is going to be making guaranteed $51 million. So $51 million guaranteed to the superstar. And where I really like this contract is the signing bonus. A $37 million is right there for Bijan Robinson when he put pen to paper. I mean, he's saying yes to this. And I'm going to detail why this contract is smart, because of the fact that you're not, the whole thing with running back primes, 3 years is right in that sweet spot where you're still playing your best football towards the back end of this contract, towards that last year of the deal. So if you still want another pretty hefty one, you can go out there and prove it come 2029 season. You're giving him the money that he is well-deserved because of the fact he is the best running back in football. He's right now making the most money of any running back in football. But it's very smart, because when you actually look at the numbers behind it, how much he's making per year isn't ridiculous. Right now, the highest pay, right before, as in yesterday, Saquon Barkley was making $20 million per year. Heading into this season, Saquon Barkley is going to be making $20.4 million per year. Bijan Robinson is going to be making $22.25. That may sound surprising considering how the contract is being laid out, but this is a brilliant move by Ian Cunningham, a smart move by Nicole Lynn for coming together to make this happen. And it's because of this the 5th-year option that Bijan still has. He's still owed $11 million for the 2027 season, that when his 5th year actually takes place, because right now he's going into, year 4 of his rookie deal. That's why the negotiations were taking a while. That's why this deal is maybe a little more complicated than just what it's painted out to be. But it is smart. This is a smart deal by Ian Cunningham. I'm so glad that Bijan Robinson is going to get paid, or is now getting paid. And I'm going to explain just some of the details about how Ian Cunningham has structured these contracts so far, because this is not the first time he's signed an Atlanta Falcon to a big long-term deal. Before I do that, though, I do have to remind you of our sponsor for today's show, our friends over at Prize Picks. It is the #1 sports pick app and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the thing is, with the World Cup over, but baseball's happening, the W's happening, and you can cash in with Prize Picks. We have a code for you, a brand new deal pretty much. Using code HMA, you get $150 in bonus lineups instantly if you win your first $5 lineup. Now, here's the thing. What are lineups? They're simple to play. You just pick the more or less on at least 2 player stats, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. Got a simple 2-pick one for you on the Phillies and the Nationals. Bryce Harper, yeah, look at that. Taking the more on his total hits, and then James Ward taking the more on his home runs. Maybe a little riskier play. And if you wanted to match what I do here on this PrizePicks lineup, you can do that when you download the PrizePicks app today with the code HMA to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 lineup. One more time for you, that is code HMA for $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. All right, Bijan Robinson, let's get back to business. What was that EDM song? So let's get down to business. That's pretty much what happened this morning. Is money is being made, contracts are being signed, and this is not the first time Ian Cunningham has done that. We know this by now, but he's taking these calculated risks. He's treating his stars absolutely right. Let's just go down the list here. Bijan Robinson, as of this morning, a 3-year deal worth $22.25 per year, so you could say worth $66.75 million. So $66.75 million. Now he can make up to that $75 million with, of course, the different stipulations of the contract. I imagine there's a yards total to get, different bonuses, workout bonuses, things of those nature where he can make up to that $75 million. So there's the contract that just happened. Drake London signed a big fat deal of 4 years, $141 million and some change. Kyle Pitts became a top 10 highest paid tight end with that 3-year, $54 million contract. And then over the weekend, we saw Matthew Bergeron become the highest paid offensive guard in terms of APY with the 4-year, $96 million contract. The point I'm making here is Ian Cunningham is treating his stars right. He knew who needs to be paid, and he has now paid those 4. Matthew Bergeron was heading into a contract year, and from all parties, he felt this is a player that needs to stay. Drake London, this is a player that needs to stay. Kyle Pitts, this is a player that needs to stay, and of course, Bijan Robinson. The tools are there. They utilize the cap space very smartly and still have some. You are paying the right people the right amount. There was some, I did see some, I guess, more upset nature around the Bergeron contract. I still think it's a smart deal because of the fact you look at the top 10 highest paid guards, it's only separated by $6 million APY. So back to that point, I really think that at the end of the day, that contract is smart, and it's before the guard market really resets, which could happen in 1 to 2 years. So you're paying him $24 million before a bunch of guys are making 26, 27, 28. So I do think it's a smart deal right there. With the Bijan contract, the nature of this show, that's a brilliant deal. That might be the best one that Ian Cunningham has made so far. The fact that he's making $22 million and a quarter, which makes him at the record-breaking for APY, roughly $2 million more than Saquon Barkley is right now. You're guaranteeing $51 million. You slapped a huge $37 million right at signing. He can make up to $75 million. So it's almost the illusion of $25 million per year because of the way it restructures with the signing bonus and the last year that rookie deal. I get the rookie deal doesn't have much to do with it. It's really the signing bonus that has the heavier weight, which can be the up to $75 million. But this is a smart deal. And now all the pressure is on the Detroit Lions to send in a lot more money. And who knows if they're going to treat that one as smart. This is a good deal for Bijan Robinson. And guess what? Practice is this afternoon. So we are probably going to see BR7 back on the practice field at Flowery Branch for practice number 6 of Atlanta Falcons training camp. Oh, man. It's one of those things. It's the weight off the shoulder. Your best player has gotten his deal done. It was holding in, so the hold in is over. I'm glad he wasn't holding out. I think that shows a little more bad blood than a hold in does. So it was only a hold in, but he's going to be back probably today. Good vibes. Good vibes for the Atlanta Falcons. Congratulations to Bijan Robinson. Ian Cunningham strikes again. He keeps doing this. He is smart, and he is showing us why He is smart. So, Falcons fans, again, make sure you subscribe. You do not want to miss when breaking news happens about your Dirty Birds. Until then, I'll see you later this afternoon to break down Atlanta Falcons training camp and practice number 6. Rise up, and we'll see you then.